They just said, what are some tips for growing my Instagram following?
Figure out what type of content you're going to be posting. What content works matters more than what you want to post. So usually you think of your content in buckets. That you can have content of you recording, you can have content of you hanging out, you can have content of just your music, like leaks. Then you have some video content of like maybe you have YouTube videos, or you make videos like controversy or something where you're trying to call out other people. Once you figure out your content, you stick to that content and post on a schedule for people to realize it. If you're posting at 2 a.m., people aren't going to see it. Instagram's algorithm is the main driver in how your Instagram performs. So figure out what content works and then start to post content consistently, because really the Instagram wants to see that and your followers want to see it. If you're posting and posting and posting every 2 minutes, like some people do, and no one's liking it, it's actually going to hurt you. And then if you post once every 6 months, it's going to hurt you as well. So there is a balance. I don't think you have to schedule, but I do think treat it as a job. Posting 3 to 4 times a week is a job that you have to get content out, keep people engaged, engage with the people commenting. If people are saying something, comment back. You're not Drake. You don't have that many fans. You can take 10 seconds to comment back, because what's going to happen is over time, if you get bigger, when those small comments that you had are your foundation, your fan base's foundation, those comment backs, those people you made connections with. When you make a connection with a person, that's how you know later on they'll be the ones who buy merchandise. They'll be the ones who buy your CD from your store instead of just streaming your song. They'll go to shows. And that starts now. It doesn't start when your music takes off. It's too late by then. You can have fans, but you won't have those diehard fans that a lot of people have who found them at the beginning and just supported them all the way through.
Have meaningful content depending on, it's tough being if a musician, like if you're already a popular musician for kind of being who you are, like the content you can post and get away with and have it be effective is a lot different than some nobody, so like if you're a business, what's really important is the audience of your audience. Instagram loves it when people share content to their friends in a group chat. They comment, hey, James, check this out. This is a great tip we can use. The audience of your audience. This is what we do at De Novo. Every piece of content we do is, hey, did you know this? Hey, learn more about this. Here's what we are doing here. Learn more. Almost never do we try to sell. Here's a discount. Here's this or that. Come to our website. Give us your money, please. Never. Because what we want to do is we want to have a musician come across our content and say, this was helpful. Most musicians know other musicians. So if you're an audio engineer, you're trying to say, hey, how can I get people to check out my content? I'm showing the world, this is a thing that happens all the time. Videographers do this, producers do this, audio engineers do this. They think that here's my content. That's enough. Isn't it good? It should spread itself. And to a point, I agree with you. But you've got to do more. There's the thing, if videographers were hard to find, if audio engineers were hard to find, then sure, good content would be enough. But that's not enough to get customers. So do some more. Show me you know what you're doing. Do a here's how I edited this in this song. Do a quick little thing in the studio. Boom, I did this. I used this tool. Do something like that. But just saying, oh, here's a song I finished. Here's a song I finished. Here's another song I finished. Here's my video. No, like, what am I buying? How much is it? What product, what service are you doing? I see the final result, but how long did it take? Where is the business? You can't just throw results. Check it out. Here's my video. It's good enough here. And because then it's just like people be like, oh, that's a cool video. But I'm on Instagram. I see cool videos all day long. What makes you any different? Same with audio engineers. I hear songs all day long. You just saying, here's my song. This is when I mixed. There's too many people doing that. You need to take them behind the scenes, teach them something. Here's a tip. Because the thing is if you're an audio engineer, right? Even if you're giving really, really good tips, most artists won't, even if they know what you're talking about and see, oh, I see what he's doing. This is a great approach. They just want to focus on the music. They still wanted the engineer to do that for them. Even if what it does is it shows this guy knows what he's talking about. So when I want to hire somebody for this thing, I'm going to hire this guy because I see the finished product, but I also see him working. This guy knows what he's doing. He's talking about. I can see he does this really quickly. He knows what he's doing.
I think another thing artists have to remember is your Instagram following ultimately doesn't help you make money at the beginning. I mean, followers on Instagram don't monetize you. They don't pay you. That doesn't mean they're listening to your music. I don't really follow any artists on Instagram that are famous that I listen to all the time. I'll follow clients to show support. Really, Instagram following is not a big deal until you're selling merchandise to the people following you. And it takes time to get there. If you assume 10% of people, 10% of your fans would go to a show, I'd guess 5% of fans in total might buy merchandise from you. So if you got 5,000 followers, you're not looking at selling merchandise yet unless you have fans. So your following will grow when you have more fans. Until then, your following is just kind of friends, family, people who support you. And you can run ads and stuff like that and hope they'll follow you. But if you're running ads asking them to go to Spotify and check out your music, you're sending them away. So you're asking them then after they listen to your song to come back and follow you. And that doesn't happen often. It's a big ask for someone. So you have to balance. Like if you want your followers to go up, you have to, it's marketing too. You have to run ads on Instagram to get followers, to get people to pay attention to you and go to your profile, not to your Spotify or Apple Music. So you have to think about it that way. If you get them on Spotify and they listen to your song and they don't follow you, I'd almost say you're better off. You just made money. You're not going to make money just because they clicked follow on your Instagram.
Right. It shouldn't be the end all be all. Oh, I need my Instagram following to go up. I would just say why. And most people don't have, oh, well, it's so they're my fans. And like, well, how many artists do you see that have a shit ton of followers on Instagram and then you go to their monthly listeners on Spotify and it's 98? There's a big, big difference. But the thing is like maybe that doesn't mean you should ignore them. Like say, like we talk about this all the time. Like I look up Snoop Dogg videos on YouTube and Instagram because I think he's funny, but I then don't like go listen to his music often. But that's because he's kind of created the personality and a ton of content that isn't his music. That's just him being him. Kind of goes back to what you were saying. What kind of content are we talking about here? Is it just general awareness? Look at me. Is there a specific call to action? Is it just, hey, I'm trying to be relevant and this is the latest fucking thing on TikTok and I got to do it too? There's a lot of that. The thing is if you're running a music business or if you're a musician, this is a little bit different. Like if I own a record studio and I'm trying to get clients, the way I use Instagram there is much different than if I'm trying to grow a following to anyone anywhere to listen to my music. If I'm an audio engineer and I work with people in person, I don't necessarily care about having 50,000 followers in the United States. I really only need 50 clients around the city I live in. So I'm going to approach Instagram a lot different that way. If I'm an artist, I'm trying to get people anywhere to listen to my music. The thing is actually when you approach it that way, I'm trying to hit everybody everywhere. That's actually an awful strategy unless you have a ton of money and organic reach. It's one thing if you're a wizard at making awesome content and you are hitting in everything you're posting is getting 20,000 likes, then just keep going. But if you're kind of trying to get off the ground, trying to hit everyone everywhere is an awful strategy. You should focus on say, okay, these are my 3 cities that I'm going to try to start in. And these are where I'm going to run my ads at people this age, not everybody everywhere, because I'm just trying to get as many likes as possible. That doesn't work. You need to know generally what type of people you're going after and then find more of those type of people.